really.
Hello, Najir.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Good, thank you. Nice to see you. Where are you, Najir?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
Washington,
nice.
D.C. Okay, the
Yep,
big
yep,
one.
yep.
Okay.
All right, let's officially get this started. Good evening or morning. My name is Nigeria Chambers. I'm from Big Go Belt Media. It's a pleasure to talk to you, Daisy and Patterson, about
Hi.
our new show, not you all's new show, Boat Story, which is coming to Amazon Freevee March 12th. I definitely want to start off right there. Congratulations on this. I'm always going to champion for us to get more British and UK titles and projects here on American soil. And as it is shown there, we've had some of the ones that was Americanized, and sure they were good. No, nothing against the folks that contribute to that, but there's nothing better when you're talking about television than what we get in the UK. So I was very excited to check this one out, and it delivered in every cylinder in terms of what I am expecting. I want to give it to you two for a second, if you could, for a moment, to use your voices and your platform. If you had a message to tell folks why they need to be more invested into UK titles, productions, and programming, what would that message be?
Go,
Pat,
Daisy. No,
Pat.
go.
No, yes, it's you. Go
No,
on.
but you actually make stuff. I'm just in stuff. You actually make stuff. So talk.
Well, let's
Tell.
do it together. I mean, I think we've got. I think. Well, I love telly, and I love all voices. To be fair, but I think that British telly is really cool. I don't know.
Well, see, Najir, you've caught us really being very British. It's like
Yeah,
British
we're being
people
really
don't.
British.
We don't
But
blow
we
our own
apologize
trumpet.
for being. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Sorry, I'm
We're a
brilliant.
mate. No, I don't know. Yeah,
Really sorry that I'm brilliant. I
yeah.
apologize for being excellent. Please
That's
forgive
such
me.
a funny question to us British people because we're like, oh, us, oh, sorry, oh, thank you so much.
Look at us squirming. Look at us squirming. It's terrible.
Don't you just say something
Let's be a
nice?
bit more American about this. I think
No,
British television is the
well,
greatest
I'm
television
delighted that
in the
you.
world.
Oh, yeah, go for it, go for it. Sorry, yeah,
No, no, it's
that was
true. I mean,
good.
I'm really, no, I wasn't expecting that, Najir, because actually we look to America and we
Yeah,
try actually sometimes to give our shows the American energy because we think you guys and girls have nailed it. You absolutely know how to rivet us for 24 episodes. We'll do 6 in a little package and think, whew, that's a lot, or 8, and we go, wow, that's a major series. Whereas you'll go 24 episodes and keep us
Yeah.
hooked. So it's a mutual love, actually.
yeah,
Mutual.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and I think different strokes with different folks and whatnot. But I think when you talk about dark humor, when you talk about the grittiness, the brutality, even how things are shot, you all also have amazing set locations and backdrops. I mean, this series alone, you take away all the characters and all the action. Just give me that backdrop of just scaling the land is already mesmerizing in itself. So again, different strokes for different folks here, but I definitely want to, and I love the energy you two are bringing in the banter, because that definitely goes into my next question. And Patterson, which you highlighting Daisy, but you also you write too as well. Do you two, you all have done? Yeah, let's talk about that in 1 second. You two have already done the press work in the UK and obviously filmed the show, and y'all just have amazing banter and chemistry together. With both of you two being writers, has there been ideas of future projects? Have you all possibly been writing characters for each other to play in the future? I'm just lobbying for you two to just be a duo that puts out another project here. Has there been discussions about this at all yet?
you did text me the other day saying that you miss me because I'm so lovely to work with.
That's because I was working with a horror. That's what it was.
Yeah, he then finally appreciated because I bought him a snack box with lots of nice snacks
Oh,
in it.
oh,
And you took
beautiful.
that to work, and then you remembered what a good egg I was.
As if I needed
Um,
reminding. But yes, I
I'm
still have.
sure we'll work together again. I mean, we had loads of fun,
We
and
did.
I'm
We
writing at the moment, and Paterson's writing at the moment, and he's probably just writing a whole show just for me, I imagine. I
there's a
am.
lot of black people in the show I'm writing, Daisy, and you are very versatile. I'm not going to
But no,
deny
I'm not gonna. No, no. I'll just pop in at the end and wave and say hi. Leave. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
I,
sure
I,
we'll
I
work together again.
Yeah, I would love to. Obviously, I'd love to.
Me too, me too. Hey, why'd you did give us a quick little run through of a flash of your book? Hey, let's take a moment to talk about it here.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, very briefly, I write about this guy who sits above my table. His
Yeah.
name is Charles Ignatius Sancho, and he was the first man of African descent to vote in Britain. Sounds dry as dust, Najir, but he was also an actor, and
Yeah.
he was a musician and a composer. And because he had a grocery store with him and his black wife and his 8 kids, he was able to vote in the 1700s. So it's a kind of extraordinary story. He spoke out about racism, but he also was interested in art and theatre and all sorts of things. So he's a polymath, learned himself, born on a slave ship in 1729. And by the time he died at 51, he'd achieved extraordinary things. So I've been obsessed with him since about 1999.
I'll
Yeah, so
be
the novel, The Secret Diaries of Charles Ignatius Sanchez about him.
okay. I had to
Is
get
that
my
an
hands on that.
American?
Mm.
Yeah, I had to get my hands on that. Yeah, and I think while even being American and with a great emphasis and importance of American history, I think all Black history matters and learning and discovering having these stories be told. So definitely we'll take a look into that.
Oh.
Man, what a series this is. Every character, even the Tailor, you just never know what you're going to expect. Just the twists and turns, and just characters with just so much depth to it. I definitely want to give a quick shout out to Chiki Cario, who as plays the Trailer, is such a fascinating character here.
Yeah,
He's amazing.
I don't want
yeah.
to give anything away to anybody. I did check it all out. And obviously the lovely folks in the UK have been able to check it out too. But for my audience here in America, I won't spoil anything. So I'm just going to ask questions kind of pertaining to events that happen in there. And there will be fun questions. But karaoke, what did you two's go to?
I don't, I have a phobia of karaoke. It makes me so nervous, and so do you.
It's not a phobia. I hate it.
I have a phobia because somebody once made me sing a really embarrassing song, and I instead sang it really quietly and thought I was going to cry.
Oh,
So I can't move on from that. Although I actually like singing, I can't move on from that terror of someone having me standing up and going. So I've got a phobia of it.
I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it. It's like talk radio. I can't listen to talk radio because I'm embarrassed for the people with their stupidity. And then I see this thing and I go, "You're not talented. Why are you standing up there? It's okay if you
It's the
can get up."
confidence. It's the confidence of like a karaoke night where people are like, oh, and you're like, oh, I didn't
yeah.
like that. And
No,
now
I
I
can't. I
feel
can't do
really
it.
cool.
When I saw that in the script, Daisy remembers my face on the day. I was like, "Why have you put this
But
in?"
I was like, this is not real. This is not us. Maybe I can have some fun. And we just went silly.
We
We
did
had a
actually have.
day.
We ended
We
up
only had
having.
an hour. We went mad, didn't we? It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
And y'all look like a fun time. Yeah, and I'm with you. If it has to be done and there's like some reason a gun to my head, liquid courage is the only way I'm getting through it.
Yeah, that's the only way.
I'm sitting out in the corner, people watching with you two. Okay, that's
Yeah, that's
my
what I do.
contribution.
I broke up with an ex-boyfriend after a karaoke night because he was disappointed I didn't sing enough. And I was like, I don't want to sing. I just wanted to cry. But I'm happy to watch people.
Listen, I love that for you. Man, just talk about again some of the twisted turns here. Another very question, kind of labeling or overshadowing some of the things that happen. With the cocaine being involved and obviously two people down in their luck and needing to get back on their feet by any means necessary. Is it possible to come to the conclusion that love is the richest treasure?
Ooh, I love that. You're a poet, Najir. That's true. I mean, true love, in that you're looking out for the other person as well. Because Sam does what he does ostensibly out of love. That's what he says. That's his excuse. I'm doing it so my wife can have the things that she wants and my daughter can be protected and we can be safe. But actually, in the end, it's a selfish reason because he loves a gamble. And this is a
Yeah.
big gamble.
Yeah.
And the bigger you gamble, the greater the reward. That's his motivation. It's not real love. It's
No.
selfish. What about you, Daisy? What about
Well,
Janet?
I think that Janet literally has nothing at this point. So I
Yeah.
think that it's a massive gamble. I don't think it's a sensible gamble or a good decision that she makes, and it's kind of completely out of character. But I would say that her whole journey is motivated by the absolute love of her life being her stepson Alan. And so I think as a person, Daisy thinks that love is the greatest treasure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
Love.
yeah, I think that's how I played it for her, was that she was just like, once she was in deep, she was like, right, I need to not die, not let anyone else get hurt, and try and get out of this for him.
Yeah.
You know, the first thing she bought was a trombone. Was it a trombone for him? Not, you know, she didn't buy a fancy meal, did she?
I
He
thought
just had an
lobster.
empty fridge.
I thought I
Got
thought
a
lobster.
lobster. Yeah, I
Lobster.
think
I
we're
tell my
different
love through
people.
lobster. Everyone
Yeah.
has their language of love. Mine's lobster.
Yeah, yours
Okay?
was lobsters,
That's
loads of dead lobsters.
But I would say, Najir, that it's the redeeming quality of the drama. I think if there were two
Yeah.
like Samuel who were that shallowly motivated, it wouldn't be so, if you like, enjoyable in a way to watch, because there's a lot of violence in it. It's very funny, of course it
Yeah.
is. But if the motivation behind the people is love, as it is with
Yeah.
Janet's character in particular, I think that saves us from feeling the
Well, there's
sort
a
of
heart, isn't it? There's a heart in
Yes.
the they make a crazy decision and then you're quite quickly going, oh my gosh. But if they hadn't made the decision, it would be a short film. So
Yeah.
we're grateful for that. But they make that decision and then they are in perilous water. And you are just, it's really fun to play because you're constantly just going
Yeah.
as you
Yeah.
would be. That's why I think people really, really enjoyed watching it, because it is like going on a crazy ride. It's like going on a crazy ride at a you know, fairground or something, and you're just like, what's going to happen next? Oop, boop, boop, boop. And because their lives are no longer in their hands after making
Yeah.
this.
It's funny too, but even with a simple title, you just don't expect for it to be so complex with the different things that
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
But for two quick questions I have before we wrap up. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but did anybody take any props home from set? I don't know, like a head or a hand or anything.
I've got the frog.
Oh, have
Oh,
you?
really?
I've got the frog. Oh no, I should have him here. Oh, he's downstairs. Yeah,
Now
my
somebody
kids
else
really
interview about to have it. Don't put it on no
no, I won't.
don't put it on no interviews for the rest now. Now
No,
you got
I
the
won't.
idea.
I won't. You're the only one that asked. So I'm so sorry. I wish I could click and it actually walked, but it doesn't.
That's amazing. That's actually a good one. I'm thinking like, I'm sure I was like, listen, nigga, he's gonna
I
have the
love that
head
frog.
right next to him and the head
No.
My
right
daughter
there.
sleeps with it. No. Do
Yeah.
you have your head?
No, absolutely not. No. Who wants to see their death's head every time they get?
I would have your head. I'd like
No,
use
well,
it.
you could know anybody else. I don't mind them having my head, but everybody's
I
going,
should
"Are you going to
take
take the head?" Like, no, I'm not going to take the head. I don't want to see what I look like dead.
I feel you on that. 1000% I feel you on that.
You look dead. You look sleepy.
No, I look dead. I look dead. That's horrible.
Final question for you two. Listen, this series did have a lot of what ifs, which means that one decision just really was a ripple effect of different things to come, but ultimately just kind of focusing at the end here, really sort of leaving things open, but also really leaving things kind of tight knit as well too. Again, possibilities. You both two are writers. If we had to go season 2 and you wanted to see what the next chapter of you two's character is, I mean, Janet and her son has a lot of intrigue with me emotionally. I'm not going to say what Samuel's doing, but if there is anything that you would say, I would like to see the next day of this story look like, what would it be?
It's hard to do it without a spoiler. It's really hard. I absolutely know.
Thank you. I was about to completely ruin it.
I know exactly what to do.
That's too hard to do without a spoiler, because maybe we're dead.
Maybe we're not
alive.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
if we live,
we're not, then just somewhere filming in a hot location, please.
Yes, exactly. No, I would definitely think that Samuel and Janet need to get back together. There'll be a desperate need for it by the end of the series for him.
I love that.
If they're alive.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's do it again. Let's spin the block. Let's get back down.
Maybe in Thailand within a really nice hotel.
Yes, because it was pretty cold.
Always trying to get fun things.
Amazing. Well, Daisy and Paterson, thank you both so much for your time. And folks, you can check out Amazon Freevee's Boat Story, which is going to be premiering all 6 episodes of this series March 12th. Thank y'all so much. And hopefully we get to talk again very soon.
Thanks, Najir.
Lovely to speak to you. Thank you.
Pleasure to talk to you.
Absolutely. Yep. Take care.